my colleagues will ask me because you're leaving actually the industry of jewelries, right?
Yes.
Your future wife to be, let's see, will ask you definitely like, do you have discount for that, or like, do you have a lot of jewelry gifts for your wives?
Yeah.
So what do you think a typical woman wearing Tiffany will look like?
That's a difficult question to answer because our customers are so broad. Like, for example, I've seen 12-year-old girls wearing beautiful Tiffany jewelry. I've seen women in their 80s wearing jewelry. I've seen very modern, sort of avant-garde style people wearing our jewelry, as well as very traditional. So I wish I had an answer, but the truth is that we really genuinely have something that suits everyone's style and everyone's budget.
Yeah, that's the question. That's very important as well. When Tiffany say it is affordable jewelry for everyone, for every woman in the world, right?
Right.
So I think that it's really perfect gift for the women. And do you have any promotions in the holidays for women?
Not specifically. We really we try and tailor our events more specifically to each customer. So rather than saying have a large event where we invite 100 people, we may have 100 small events where we've invited each customer in for an individual experience, and that tends to be more meaningful to people and again more tailored. Rather than people feeling like we're trying to tell one story to everybody, we really want to make sure that we tell the right story for each person.
Yeah. Because previously speaking, a lot of the industry has actually encountered a lot of challenges because of the economic downtowns in the North area, like North America here. I was wondering how Tiffany perform in Vancouver right now, and like what kind of collections you recommend, and what kind of customers you're more targeting, like international tourism or the local residents?
We're definitely targeting more local, and it's interesting because a lot of times people mistakenly think that we have a lot of tourists because there's such a cultural diversity here. And so people don't always realize that these are people with residences here. And we do have tourism, no question about it, but the most significant part of our business is really to local customers. And the one wonderful thing about that is that when there are people who reside here, we can develop a relationship with them and develop some trust and a very respectful working relationship. With tourism, it's wonderful, but you see that person just once, you know, and we really like the opportunity to get to know our clients and really find out what we can do to help them and really develop a good, trusting business relationship with them.
Yeah, the reason why I asked the question is because for China, for Asia especially for China, sorry, a lot of people from China, mainland China, and they think that the price, the same collection, the price here is a little bit lower than the price in Chinese mainland. Would that be the case for Tiffany as well?
I believe so, and that's largely due to the taxes and duties associated with a lot of purchases in China. And I know that the same is true of automobiles and furniture. There's just certain categories of merchandise that are heavily taxed there. As a company, Tiffany tries to make sure that their prices are equitable and very fair anywhere that you buy them in the world, but they're always subject to whatever the local costs are that are associated with that, be those the shipping costs and the taxes and duties from country to country.
Yeah, because just the news from China has already said that the cheaper price for the luxuries, including jewelry, bags, high heels, and watches, those lower price in North America, that's one of the reason and motivation for the international tourism from mainland China. How do you see that?
I see that that's a part of it, but I think one of the other parts of it too is sometimes people like to shop when they're away. It makes them feel it's a little bit more exciting. And as I said, with many of our customers, they have residences here. I wouldn't call them traditional tourists, so it's nice they can enjoy the pieces while they're here. They feel like they've got a better value. And when they take things home, it's like, oh, I bought this in Vancouver, or I bought this in London, or I bought it in New York. And there's a little bit of extra sort of cachet or excitement about that.
Right, it's true. And finally, how do you actually describe the culture, the core culture of Tiffany?
The core culture of Tiffany is really based around what I would say is the best of everything. We want to make sure that we make the most beautiful jewelry of the finest quality, and we offer the most compelling service, because we really want to add value to people's lives. And that can be done in a variety of ways. It's not just the beautiful ring or the wonderful bracelet, but it's also buying it from a place that you trust and that you feel confident in, and that you know that the people working there will do anything they can to assist you. And whether that's delivering something to your house, or whether that's calling you the moment that they've identified a great new piece for you, or one of our staff, it was very funny, one of her customers had a very particular pastry that he really enjoyed, actually a cannelé like we have back here, and we were the bakery was out of them, and he was leaving for China the next day, so she made sure she got to the bakery first thing in the morning and had them delivered to his home, so he had some to take with him to the airport. So, and that's simply because we really try and develop caring relationships with our customers. It's not a matter of just the commerce part of it, but a place that people can enjoy spending time and trust. And when you have that relationship, you enjoy your jewelry more. You look at it and you feel good about it, and you feel confident.
Right, it's so considerate. And finally, would you mind actually recommending one of the collections in Tiffany to the Chinese customers, especially when the husband want to buy some birthday gift for those wives?
Well, the first thing I would say is probably depending on the scale of the gift they want to buy, we have a really broad range. But I have found there's been a real particular passion for yellow diamonds for us with our Asian customers, and I think for two reasons. First of all, they are very rare and unusual, but also there's that beautiful warmth and sort of, for want of a better expression, they almost have sunshine in them. And because we have a lot of gray weather in Vancouver, I think there's a particular fondness to have a little bit of sunshine in your diamonds. So, and they're beautiful, beautiful, rare pieces, but they're still pieces that people can enjoy and wear every day.
Now, Rob, would you please introduce, you think, the favorite collections for the birthday gift for Chinese wife?
I think yellow diamonds are a real hit because they're beautiful, but they're also very, very rare. We have beautiful, wonderful, warm color in here. Now, don't get me wrong, our white diamonds are very, very popular as well, but this is sometimes more of a surprise. It's more unexpected, and I said it has that wonderful sunshine in it, so it has the beautiful brilliance and sparkle of a diamond, but that warm, warm color. And they're just so rare and beautiful. It makes every woman feel more beautiful wearing them.
Yeah, it's true. And what's the difference actually between those three rings?
I just pulled a variety.
Just the different shapes, or?
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to pull some different shapes. The oval is very beautiful. It's very feminine. But some ladies like the square. They like the boldness of this in a cushion cut. And then these styles both have a fair number of diamonds around them. So I also wanted to pull something that's a little bit simpler in style. It has, it's really the focus is on the main stone here. And again, there's different styles for different women. We don't want to say there's only one ring that everybody should have. And we make many, many styles in these. But also many different scales. Like I've chosen to show you some of the larger diamonds, but we have some very, very modest sizes too. So somebody doesn't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a beautiful yellow diamond. We only sell the finest quality, but quality comes in small sizes and large sizes. Thank you to Wow TV and Lahu.ca.
感谢收看今天的大温故事，我们下期再见。